Welcome, Transformers fans. My name is Composite EnerJoe, and today is my fourth combaticon review, and it will be on the the Transformers Combiner Wars Deluxe class Swindle. And here he is in his really neat little Jeep mode. Yeah. What this is supposed to be is a military Jeep, and you can see the little satchels here that are in the molding, and some other nicely molded in detail. Yeah, this figure's actually pretty chock full of details. You can see the little headlights, the little barriers here. Well, not barriers. I don't know what these are called. The bars. Yeah, the bars. The bumper. And do I detect the little bits of headlights? Yeah, I think these might be headlights. So yeah, it's a nicely detailed little Jeep. Like you can at least it's not really based on any particular Jeep, as you can tell. This is made up completely, but it at least looks like a Jeep. That's one positive in its favor. It does resemble a Jeep, and here are its two accessories. A very distinct combiner hand foot right here, and this cute little machine gun. Pretty tiny machine gun, which you can just plug right there. You know, looks really nice. Now it's armored up, and it can move around, so not bad. One other cool thing I like to do is I like to put the combiner hand there and then put this on top. And I don't think I've seen anybody really try this, but check this out. This doesn't look bad. It's an even armored up, even heavier loaded. He's got more guns. That's what I'm trying to say. He's got more guns. More guns is always better. Almost always better. Unless there's swords involved, and that's a little different. So I'll put off the foot to the side, weapon to the side. And yeah, nothing really else I have to say. It's a neat little Jeep. Whoops. So go Swindle on that front. Nice Jeep. So let's get on to a transformation. Come up here. Separate this. And then you have to sort of wiggle this out. There we go. Wiggle this out. Wiggle that out. Lift this up. And then you separate this, and then like Brawl, you have to accordion it out, and then make sure it lines up with these grooves right there. Same on this side. There. Flip these up and around to form the feet. Then move these forward. Move these forward. Rotate and bend for adjustment. Flip this round and over. That will be the head. And then I won't do the reveal just yet. Then this just pegs into there. There you go. And then turn for the magical head reveal. And here is Swindle in his robot mode. And I gotta say, it's a really nice robot mode. Check out the head sculpt. That looks just like G1 Swindle. Really nice. Really nice. Yeah, Swindle. Nice, solid little robot mode. Check out articulation would be, let's see, ball joints here, ball joints here, ball joints do what ball joints do. Elbow, bend at the elbow there, rotation there. Has waist articulation. I just noticed on his waist you can see like the front end of a Jeep. That's another nice little detail. Can bend at the knee there, and has an ever so slight ankle pivot. Plus can do a really fantastic kick. So yeah, this guy has a lot of articulation. I think the only thing missing for this guy in terms of articulation would be some wrist articulation. But you can't have everything. Sometimes you can, but then it's, you know, worth it. The price of it is too much. But that's neither here nor there. So yeah, this is Swindle. Let me get his weapon here, and he can just hold it in any hand. Right there. So he has his machine gun ready to go, his chain gun. You can also plug it in here on his shoulders. You don't have to, but it's like if you really, really want to. Once again, if you want to like mimic Megatron or something. Fusion cannon. Alright. So, here's how I hold it. So yeah, that's Swindle. Overall, it's a nice, solid robot. Very solid, very well put together. And really, what's the word I'm looking for? Just all around a very solid robot. So let's get on to his other modes. First, his arm mode, because in the final product, I'm gonna have him in the final combiner. He's gonna be the leg. So I'm gonna do his arm mode first. Which, how did I do it? Oh, very careful. This can detach. How did I figure out how to do an arm mode? It's very specific. Oh yeah. Fold this around. Fold this back down and just fold that up like that, and then just combine the feet together. He will be I will have him experiment as there we go, a right arm. And I just have these sort of go back here, cover up. Oh yeah, so then we get this. Make it into its there. Combine it, and there we have them. Oh, and the combiner connector, and there we go. Pretty plain, honestly, but it's a nice solid arm. Whoops. A little bit loose there, but watch out. Yeah, it works as an arm, so not bad. Swindle, you get points. You can do a pretty good arm. However, I do think he works better, slightly better, as a leg. So let's put that in its foot mode. Let's come over here to transformation. Put that up. Like always, just make him go into his vehicle mode. There we go. Put him in his vehicle mode. Bring this down. Oh. Basically, the difference between this and its vehicle mode is that, like, here's the vehicle mode. To put him in his foot mode, in his leg mode. Do that. Pull this out. Nah, it looks wrong. And then there is him in his leg mode, and then I like to put the machine gun right there. And there we go. There's him in his leg mode. And I gotta say, I think he works better, a little bit better as a leg than an arm. I feel the arm is a bit too plain and too, what's the word I'm looking for? Too short. I think the arm is a bit too bulky. It's a bit too short and bulky to be a proper arm. So I have him as a leg. Plus, it works. He works a lot better along with Brawl as legs. Yeah, this is him in his, I'm going to call it a right leg mode. And yeah, that's it. Nothing else to really say. Swindle is one of those that there isn't really much to say, but you're most likely, but you're more often than not going to get a pretty solid figure. That's sort of like the history of Swindle. That it's most likely going to be a solid figure, but there's not really much to say about it. What can I say? Overall, it's a solid figure. Honestly, I think out of all of the combaticons, this is the one that I have no complaints on him. He's the only one where I don't have any complaints about. Or at least the most minor of complaints. The one complaint is that he doesn't work that great. I don't particularly like him as an arm. But that's it. The vehicle mode is solid. The robot mode is fantastic. And the his leg mode I think is great. And the arm mode could be better. But overall, it's a solid figure. This is honestly my favorite of the combaticons is Swindle here. I consider him the best one of the team, like in terms of overall, because Brawl had his issues, and what was it? Blast Off and Vortex are straight repaints of figures I already had, so I have personal problems with those. Although those two, I think, are probably the best ones on the team in terms of figures. They're the best figures on the team, but in terms of figures that I didn't already own, it would be Swindle here, who's pretty good. My personal favorite of the combaticons. in terms of like the figure, not the character, just the figure. So yeah, great figure. Do recommend them. This is like a combaticon that I do recommend by himself. He's actually really solid. And okay, so now some facts. He was technically, and like I was again, I never owned that of the first figure. He's apparently a very extensive retooling of Protectobot Rook. Apparently, since I never owned Rook, I don't know if he really is. I don't know if maybe like the transformation's pretty much the same. I don't know. From the pictures, I kind of see it, but unless I actually have it in my hand, I can't confirm or deny that. But it does say apparently this is an extensive retool of a Rook. However, Swindle does have one repaint and slight retooling in the form of Hound. And that's pretty much it with Swindle. Nothing much. Like I said, overall, it's a nice solid figure. Not much to really say. So yeah, go Swindle. You did a good job. You did good, Swindle. You did good. So yeah, this has been my review of the Transformers Combiner Wars Deluxe Class Swindle. This has been my 4th Combaticons review, and this is Composite EnerJoe, signing off. Peace out.